When was the last time you told yourself that you're not as good of a person as someone else is and you can't achieve your goal? For me, it was just a few months ago. Let me tell you about my story with debate. When I first started debating, I thought everything was easy. I thought I could be the best debater in like our class or in my school. But it was all smooth until that one the one time when I didn't break to the quarterfinals. When I was too confident that I can win the debate. And ever since that loss, I kept on telling myself that I don't have any chance of winning debate anymore. I don't that there is suddenly too much people that are better than me. And I kept on shaming myself, and I felt shameful that others are winning me and others' arguments and other speeches make more sense. I kept on thinking others are way above me where I am, and kept on pushing myself down and down under. And surprisingly, until this day, I'm still scared to try competing in a tournament. But there was this one time when I was pushed to try another tournament. And surprisingly, I did break in that tournament. And when I reflect back on that experience, I think that was because that tournament was the only time when my teammate repeatedly reminded me of how good of a debater I am and how far I came in debate. So I kept on telling myself but because of my friend, I kept on also telling myself that I can really do this. I really can. And I think this was taught me an important lesson. I learned how it's important to remind ourselves of how good we are, how much potential we have to improve ourselves in the future, and not on our weakness. Because Jordan Belfort once said, the only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. And I think this quote applies to anything, not just my debate. Let me tell you another story of what happened to myself. I also worked really hard in playing my cello. Just like debate, I thought I was a really bad player during middle school when I was living in China because I can still remember that my first music class when I failed my playing test. And even despite how many hours I put into that practice, I failed that playing test and I was placed as like the last chair. And I was at that very moment, I was very hopeless and I lost confidence and I kept on telling myself why I can't become better, why practice won't take me to becoming a better player at cello. But but reflecting on my experience of debate, I told myself I thought I should rather tell myself how far I came so far and compare myself to my past self where I was a beginner in cello. And this did help me improve in cello. And in my next playing test, I was given a solo part to play in the orchestra. And this still lies as a really proud experience to myself. I still remember how happy I was, how how I learned that keep on telling myself how much potential I have and how far I came in this specific, whether it's in debate or cello. I thought this was the most important lesson that I should keep on telling myself and have in my mind. So I want to tell everyone, like, don't be insecure, don't be discouraged, don't compare ourselves to others who may seem they are very far away than we are. And just focusing on improving ourselves and just focusing on how far you came so far and comparing yourself, and if you really have to compare yourself to someone else, then let's focus on comparing ourselves to our past self where we were just a beginner. And that can take us way more, and that can take us to achieving our goal at some point in our life. Thank you.